Alright, great, we're back. I'm already in game, and I am hard at work doing the most important thing you can possibly do in Duelyst, which is playing Faye. Faye is really cool because with her new power, where she can deal 2 damage from far away, she has a really good ability to kite opponents. You can keep people at arm's length very easily, and it's very strong. So I'm going to try... Don't need more cards right now, especially because of that. As a matter of fact, I should get maybe with this. Oh, I don't know. This is odd. This is bad. This is bad. Let's do this. This is really awkward. Let's just play this, whatever, it's fine. It's possible I should have just not played this, but anyway. So, great, we are at Diamond, we're starting at Diamond, and as I said before, it is important for us to focus on climbing with Faye. Because Faye keeps games fast, she allows you to climb through the ranks really, really quick. She keeps games from being total nonsense, which is very important, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But this was a weird play. This guy's deck is crazy, he's playing Silverguard Squires. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna climb through the ranks really quick, hopefully, because this deck is really, really good. I'm getting a really awkward hand though. Okay, I don't need this. Ooh, that's good. That's good. How about... Just go ahead and pick that off. Just gonna neuter that. I'm afraid of taking too much damage here because I don't have a lot of healing. So I'm gonna focus on that. And not taking too much damage, that is. And then, I guess we can just play out more value? Yeah. This is actually a pretty good hand for this situation because, like, this doesn't really benefit him more than it benefits me because my deck is very capable of just pumping out minions too. And it seems like he's playing a bunch of bad cards, so... Like this? Like, what is this doing in here? This is Diamond rank! And it's like the 13th, it's like halfway through the month, like... Okay, that's fine. That wasn't a terribly impactful holy immolation, that's fine. He brought it back up to a 4-3, okay, that's kind of funny. Ow. That's some kind of damage though, I'm not gonna lie. Ow. Haha, however... Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, artfully placed. Absolutely devastating value. Ooh, that's juicy. Alright, he's taunted to absolute hell, so hopefully I can use this time to make a comeback. You see, the point of this deck is to lock people in place with Gravity Wells and random other stuff. Bone Reaper? Is that actually in this deck? I forget. Yeah, maybe it is. Anyway. I don't remember what's in this deck, I just built this deck a few days ago. And tombstones and stuff, and then by holding them in place, you can kite them around and make them stuck in one place while you run around the board. Dawn's Eye. And then, using that advantage, you are easily able to kill them. That Dawn's Eye can break this turn because I have enough source of damage. I'm just deciding what... I might as well get rid of this because I know he's not going to be close to the right place for it. So, let's go ahead and turn this into a wolf. Hit him here. Hit him here. Do not want to take that base damage right now. No thank you very much. Break off that Dawn's Eye, like so. And let's go ahead and draw. We can afford to have a slow turn here. Cold Biter, interesting. That's not bad. Probably get rid of the Cold Biter, but this isn't bad right now. Okay. Awesome. Anyway, everybody who's watching, thank you very much for watching, and welcome to my glorious climb to S rank. S rank Sundays is my lovely little moment of marathon training for the future when I will go to S rank much faster than this, but I always get there, it just takes longer than I would like. And in the future, I will make sure to get there faster. I don't know, you would think by now I would have been able to get there really quick. Like I would have gotten to the point where, ho, I have an idea. Do I ever have an idea? Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to turn this one into a seismic elemental and blow that up. Nice. Now we'll take a pick at him to knock off that weapon. Don't really feel like I need this. Doesn't really do anything. Nice, more clear. Alright, this is gonna go well. Anyway, so yeah, thanks very much for watching. Welcome. I will keep the commentary going. I'm not sure if you are... Spicy Grandpa, huh? I was just about to say I'll keep the commentary going even if no one is actually listening, but hey, what's up, man? The Spicy Grandpa deck is like a little bit too aggressive, and what I mean by that is I guess like it's a little bit too self-destructive for right now, but I might consider doing it because it would be really fast games too, so I don't know. Now I feel like I probably win in this situation because I'll consider playing that deck afterward, because I do want really fast games, so aggro decks would be on the table. Oh, did you play, when you were playing it, you started playing it? Damn, man, that hurts. I feel bad, I'm sorry. My condolences, that's tough. That feels bad. That feels real bad. Yeah, we totally won though. This deck feels good. I'll show you this deck really quick after this. Boom. Maybe you'll have better luck with this one. Yeah, the problem with that deck is like you kind of have to carefully pace your plays, you know? So I feel like I've played that deck while drunk too, just between you and me. No, it's my fault for not putting a disclaimer. Do not play this deck while intoxicated. Anyway, I'll show you this deck really quick. It is kind of similar to like a face deck, but it is more focused on kiting, as I was explaining before. So yeah, it's got a lot of removals still, not that many aggressive options because you shouldn't be being too aggressive. Only plays the one Snow Chaser because you can get it with Cryogenesis. The music seems too loud, what do you think? I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Okay. One Snow Chaser off Cryogenesis, so lots of value there. And as you can see, there's some bigger threats too. Bone Reaper might seem kind of weird, but it's actually really good. It's good for kiting people. It's good for dealing with swarm decks. That's why we have Frostburn too. Good at killing Songhai, the Songhai scum. And that's basically what it is. Good amount of card draw, because you want access to lots of card draw. Although I'm considering cutting some, because I don't feel like I need it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. It's a lot of fun. The Gravity Wells are something that, like, it's always kind of painful to craft these because it feels like you're just crafting nothing. Like, is this card actually good? But it's super powerful. You saw in that last game, it's a very good card. Anyway, so this is the list. Let me go through it one more time so you can see and copy it if you want. And yeah, let's go. So Spicy Grandpa will be shelved for the moment because I am doing well with this deck, and I want to... written down? I don't have it written down right now, but I can do that really quick. That's no problem. After this game, I will quickly type it out. Or in fact, I can probably remember it off the top of my head. So I'll type it out right now while we're playing. Hold on. You mean in like in text, right? I don't have it uploaded anywhere yet, but I will do that right now. Damn, that's a slow start. That's tough. Okay, let's start typing it out, because I basically know what's in it. So I know there's 3 aspects of the, whatever this is called, aspect of the fox, yeah. In fact, there's no reason you can't see this here. Lantern fox, huh? I thought you said no fox. I would really like to be able to kill both of these in one shot. This is a really awkward hand. This is a super awkward hand. What in the world? This is so awkward. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. It's fine. We're gonna stall, because this is really awkward, and then I'm gonna kill this Lantern Fox, make sure he doesn't get any Phoenix Fires. Get it out of my face. We're still ahead on cards, we're controlling the board just fine. This should be just fine. Okay, so let's keep going. Aspect of the Fox, I know there's 3 of those. 3 Chromatic Cold. This is something nice to do while I wait for my opponent to make their foolish play. Healing Mystics. There's probably 3 Hearth Sister. There might only be 2. Don't copy this list yet. I'll confirm it when I get out. It's just I know most of it off the top of my head. 1 Snow Chaser. 3 Cryogenesis. 3 Gravity Well. 3 2 Sojourner. Sworn Sister, Elgin, 3 Deal Toss. Okay, that became a 5-5. Did he attack just like a wall with it? What a fool. What a waste of value. This kind of Songhai plays that keep you from being top tier. Let's... Actually, I like this play better. I'm gonna kill it and get my Snow Chaser going, because I know that's what I'm gonna want. Let's prevent face damage as much as possible here, because I know I don't want that. This seems like it's gonna be useful, so let's hold on to it. Okay. Oh yeah, there are 3 Blood Tier Alchemists. Gravy Crust. Do you want a video about it? Because I could do that tomorrow pretty easily. I've been having a good time with this deck, I just haven't played with it that much, so I would need to have more footage, but I'm about to get a bunch of footage right now because we're playing it, so yeah, I would be down to... Speaking of Aspect of the Fox, get out of my face. I would be happy to make a video of it, so if you would like that, I will make that tomorrow. Awesome, then that is what I will do. I have something good to do tomorrow. What should we do here? I'm a little annoyed by this fox, but I know it's not going to be able to move next turn, so... Deal Toss play? I think so. Blood Tier is a little bit too small for right now. Perfect. Nice. Good draw. That's a bit too much, but whatever. We're kind of in value wars with Songhai, so... 3. You will be warned, Gravy Crust, if you're more of a budget player, this deck is not very budget. And the cards that it plays are really good, but are not very budget friendly, because they're not particularly good crafts for like a normal collection. They're very niche cards. I'm not saying you shouldn't play it. I think it's a cool deck and you should totally play it, but I'm just warning you, it is not the best deck as like a budget option, unlike that Argeon deck that I made before. Which is pretty cool. By the way, anybody else if you're watching, below this video you can check out my YouTube channel, and I have decks that are budget instead of being so expensive, like this one. This deck is pretty ludicrously expensive, there's really no excuse. I'm not sorry, but I should be. It's just, it's too much. You are not budget. Awesome. Well then, I suppose you've come to the right place, haven't you? Ooh, hoo, hoo, look at that tech! Icy, just in time. Ooh! Get out of here. I hate Key Beholder. It's like my least favorite card. It's so overpowered. It's my least favorite kind of card because it's not exciting, it's just powerful. Like, it's not appealing, it's not cool, it's just really, really powerful. So irritating. Anyway. Cool, okay, so we're almost done. 3 Frostburn, which might be overkill, I'm not really sure, but it's a strong card. And then 3 Aspect of the Mountains, which is another card that is kind of gratuitous, and 3 Bone Reaper. Bunch of really weird cards, but it's really good. This deck was made by another frequent S-rank player whose name is escaping me at the moment, so it is not my own design, but it is still a deck that is really good, and I love the kiting strategy, so I will check on this list once we get out of this game really quick, and we can make sure that it's actually correct. Everybody watching, music volume okay? Everything okay? Quality okay? Anything I can change? Anything you want changed? Let me know. I can't believe I'm going to use this to kill that, but I think I'm going to use this to kill just that. Okay. Don't really need Aspect of the Mountains, but I kind of want to use it on this. Whatever, it doesn't make sense right now. I kind of want to play this, actually. No, that would be a waste. Alright, whatever. I have to make the slow play here, unfortunately. That felt bad, but I have to do it. I have to make sure he doesn't get advantage like that. Take a crack. Okay, I'll be right back really quick. I gotta go get my food. A mighty pair of subs. A glorious bounty. And I haven't even lost yet. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see what we got. He played a 4 Winds Magi. That makes me sad. Hey, Hearth Sister. Wow, dreams do come true. Let's do this. I'm a little bit afraid of this Ozzer Herald, actually. Maybe I shouldn't be. I'm gonna do this. Awesome. Anyway, so... yeah, let's do it. Anyway, if you are just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We are climbing from Diamond to S rank today. I'm just shy of 4, so I'm going to try to get all the way there, but we probably won't get all the way to S rank. Unless I win, like, every game. 2 4 Winds Magi's. That's terrifying. We might be at a point where my only choice is just to try to kill him before... I think that's what he's thinking. He's thinking I just have to kill him before... I think I might just have to race. Which makes me not want to play the Steel Toss out. Yeah, okay, okay. It's not fast enough. I think I need to play this and hope I get removal. Let's do that. Hailstone, that's perfect, okay. That'll at least slow him down a little. Or I could play another one of these, and then I'm pretty much guaranteed. I should probably just slow him down. Let's just slow him down. And then do as much damage as humanly possible in this window of time. Playing like this, he should be dead next turn, so we should not have to worry about him killing us. I mean, he's only got 3 cards in hand, and he's gonna have to use 4 of the mana to replay one of the Magi. And I'm doing a lot of damage here that's very hard to remove, so we should be fine, we should be fine. Anyway, yeah, so welcome to the stream, anyone who's just tuning in. My YouTube channel is just below the video. Look for like the normal Zandypants logo, as opposed to the other like colored ones. To check out the YouTube channel, there are a couple of other deck build videos there if you want to see a deck that is not Vanar. But today we are playing Vanar. We are playing this glorious Vanar deck because it's really cool. I, for a while, had hated being Vanar. The Frostivas are not in my deck. Thanks for asking. Those are coming off of Elkians every single time. I am not a huge fan of Frostiva because I think the problem is like it's really, really vulnerable to dispels, and if they have good answers to it, it can be really bad. Like if they have just normal removal, I died. Wow. If they have just normal removal, it's not that good. Gravy, I'll show you the deck list really quick. Hold on, and we can check it with what I just wrote. Okay, so let's see. 3 Aspect of the Fox, 3 Blood Tear Alchemist, 1 Snow Chaser, 3 Chromatic Hold, Healing Mystic, Gravity Well, Cryogenesis, Sojourner, Deal Toss, Sworn Sister, Frostburn, Aspect. Okay, this is right. Is this gonna work? There you go. There you are, that's the deck list. Again, I will make a video on this deck on Monday, so tomorrow. But I'm gonna need to get some more footage with it, so let's go! Let's keep going, let's keep climbing. As for edits on the fly, you know, should always be revising the deck, try to make it better as much as we can. I would say I'm not sure that all of the card draw is necessary. I think it might be better to cut down on a little bit of the card draw, I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Oh, beautiful, look at that. Oh, this Gravity Well is going to be a dream. Are you ready? Oh, ooh, that's beautiful. Alright, now let's get poised to take the last remaining mana. Oh. If you want to justify to yourself crafting Gravity Wells, this card is actually like extremely good. I know it seems really weird, but it's very, very strong. One reason it's so good is because in a pinch, it allows you to play Aspect of the Fox and Aspect of the Mountains as like cards that summon minions, because you'll always have like a spare wall on hand. Okay. Oh! Spirit Harvester! However, of course, I am prepared. Goodbye. I will not be humiliated like this, you fool. You think I will stand for such arrogance? I'm gonna hold on to this so that I can lock him on his side of the battlefield and keep getting value out of my Snow Chaser. I'm gonna keep this because I want a large threat, and I'm going to keep this because I have this, and he might play something I want to silence. Okay. No replace. Okay, time to eat. So, sub number 1, sub number 2. So these lovely subs here are, one of these is ham, egg and cheese, and one of them is like a pizza kind of thing. So I guess we're just going to guess because they're not labeled. He used this to teleport back to his side of the battlefield. Wow, sometimes players are good. Fancy that. Sometimes people don't suck at this game. However, that is completely fine because if he is playing this card, he must be trying to focus on bursting me out with his high attack as a general, which means if we focus on locking him in place and spamming our own power, we should be just fine. I'm actually going to use this to summon a well, to transform a well, I mean, because I can, once again. And then I guess I'll go ahead and start clearing this. Probably the safer option. So, bets, which one is it going to be? One of these is egg, and one of them is like a pizza sub thing. I have no idea which is which. I'm going to guess that this is the... yeah, this is like the egg one. I bet this is the egg one. The other one is messy, so I hope it's the egg one. Man, Spirit Harvesters, again. Haha, I was right. It is the egg. Got it. Okay, so I can kill that with a chromatic cold. This is annoying. All the numbers are wrong. I really don't have a good play here. That's irritating. Well, if he's gonna insist on staying on that side of the battlefield, I guess I can't very well play Snow Chaser to much of any effect. Let's just stay away from him. Whatever. Worst comes to worst, all I have to do is spam my Bloodborne spell, and he's gonna die eventually, you know? He's chasing me now! This guy can't make up his mind. Elkian, that's a good sign. He doesn't have a play this turn, that's good. 2 Aspect of the Mountains, not very good. But no problem. Bone Reaper, very nice. That's actually a pretty ideal draw right now. Sure, that makes a fine play. Now I have once again locked him on this side of the battlefield. However, I foolishly mulliganed my Snow Chaser, so go figure. Alright, time to eat. I put a egg morph. Okay, I'm fine with an egg morph going down to that. It wasn't something I needed, it was just something I wanted, so that's fine. I left a can of soda outside my window, and I'm gonna go get it. I wanted it to stay cold, so I just like put it outside. This is not an advertisement. However, the new flavor of Mountain Dew is really good. Awesome, I got card draw. Happy birthday, me. Let's go ahead and play these here. I really don't want to take that face damage. So let's run over here. Gravy Crust, does that help for now? You can at least like know what the list is, and then on Monday I will make a video on it. We're gonna dispel this, these Immortal Strength powers off, because I want to do face damage. If this is the Control Vath deck, then we need to pressure face damage. Which we can do. You only need Gravity Wells. Wow, that's awesome. Good. I hope that you have good luck with it. It's a lot of fun. I just like that it's mid-rangey and adaptable. You have lots of answers to stuff. You never get that feeling where your opponent plays something and you need to kill it, but you just have no answer, like you cannot possibly kill it. I really hate that feeling, so I like that this deck avoids it. Teja. Oh man, these draws. These draws are struggling so hard. I need to run away. Also, I have my powers, so there's no reason to stay. Go away. Let's make at least one of them attack this Healing Mystic. I should be able to win fairly timely as long as I do not die before I can spam my power a lot. Ah! Thumping Wave. No, my face. Ooh. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Oh, this is so bad. No, I need not that. I really needed to get not that. Oh, that doesn't do anything right now. That's so painful. No, I'm gonna die. This is so sad. There's no way he doesn't have some way to do, you know what, he's gonna need 2 damage, come on. Such a struggle. Well, we tried. There are going to be losses. If this goes badly for longer, then I will swap to a different deck. In fact, you all watching can decide if you like, and or fight amongst yourselves for what you would like to see me play. This card is pretty good against Brucian. This guy wants to friend me at the beginning of a match. That's unusual. Let's sure. I'm gonna go out on a limb and play this early. Playing it like this pressures like multiple wells. You know, it's not as though taking this one is easier for them than taking that one, so yeah, I threaten to take both wells unless they do something about it, so still a good play. Not something people do that much, but it's a good play. It's a good play sometimes. Of course, I also think it's a good play because the chance that I'm going to overdraw off this is pretty minimal. She's not going to be able to summon something with Rush this turn. It's going to be fine. Gonna be fine. Be right back. Gotta take my vitamins with my food. Void Hunter. Okay. Whoa! Welcome, Omnes Evenk Mace. That is quite a name, dude. I'm gonna call you Omnes. Omnes, thanks for following. I hope that you're enjoying yourself. Let me know if there's anything you want to see, anything I can accommodate better. I'm here to give you a good experience, so let me know if there's anything I can show you, anything you'd like more. Hit me up in chat, let me know. Thanks for following. I hope you liked that absolutely terrifying sound that plays when you subscribe. It's pretty sweet. It's from Hearthstone. It's your first time seeing this game, that's cool. So, you should totally play this game then. Have you played... That's true. Have you ever seen... what's it called? How is the name of such a popular game escaping me? Hearthstone, or say... Magic the Gathering or something. Have you ever seen like other card games? Have you ever played other card games? Obviously you've seen them. I haven't actually played Atlas Reactor, but I've heard of it, and I have heard the comparison made before. Let me take a look. Game. Dude, I'm gonna have to try that. No, I haven't played Atlas Reactor, and so I'm not qualified to say if it's similar, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot like Hearthstone. It's very similar to Hearthstone on a board, and I don't mean that in a bad way. And it's not a lot like Hearthstone specifically, I just mean that it's similar in that you get mana, but you get it automatically. You have a certain number of cards in a deck, and you can play a certain number of copies, and your deck is a certain rather small size, and etc. Right? And that they're both online card games that are popular, obviously. However, this game being on a board, and more importantly, this game allowing you to replace a card every turn. If you do not know, this game allows you to replace a card every turn. So like this draws me cards, but I don't want more cards right now, so I'm just gonna put it back, and I get something else. That makes a huge difference because there's always been a problem in Hearthstone where sometimes you just don't get the cards that would be good in that situation, and it doesn't really have anything to do with you. Your deck is just sort of screwing you out of existence. Like, you just don't get to play your strategy because your deck is not giving it to you. And I used to play Hearthstone a lot. When I was in college, I used to run a Hearthstone team. We did not do very well, but it was a lot of fun. And the reason that I stopped is because of that. I don't like how inconsistent it is compared to this game, where you can also replace a card every turn. And I also like that this game has things on a board, so you have to have more strategy to some degree. Not so curve locked. Yeah, I would say that's true. There's a lot more room for you to like get a combination of cards that will be good instead of a single card that will be good. You don't have to focus so much on like play the best card possible every single turn. That's not such an intensely powerful strategy in this game. It's still good though, I don't know. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it being good. It just isn't as overpoweringly prevalent. I'm gonna have to lock this player in place so that I can get lots of value out of this thing's damage. So let's Gravity Well and lock him down. The other thing I like about this is that the battles feel more like large scale, if that makes sense. Obviously there is literally more of the board, so they are larger scale. But you don't have a limit on how much stuff comes into play. You can't only have 7 minions. But at the same time, you don't get drowned under like a mountain of card advantage like you sometimes do in Hearthstone, because in this game you have such a limited hand size. You see, I can only have 3 cards in my hand. 3 cards, 6 cards in my hand. Anyone who's just tuning in just now, welcome to the stream. Omnes and I are talking about like Hearthstone versus Duelyst. And yeah, Duelyst is much better. And the reason I think it's much better is simply because it's more consistent. There are other things about the two games that you can compare and whatever, but I like that this game is more consistent. Another thing about Hearthstone and Duelyst, Hearthstone's idea to add in like hero powers is a really cool idea. If you haven't played Hearthstone, other people, hero powers are very much the same as Bloodborne spells in Duelyst. So they cost 2 mana in Hearthstone, and you can use them every turn. Whereas in Duelyst, they cost 1 mana, but you cannot use them every turn at first. You can only use them every other turn, but then when you get to full mana, you can use them every turn. The reason that I like that is because they are cheaper, so that makes them more powerful. Like, this is basically the Hunter hero power, but way stronger. Deal 2 damage to all enemies in the enemy general's column for 1 mana. Like, that's very good. But I can't use it every turn, right? So that limits it somewhat as a resource. But because it only costs 1 mana, I can use it when I would want to use it, if that makes sense. I can't use it all the time, but I can use it when I want to be able to use it. Rather than only being able to use it like when I have lots of mana, So, yeah. Comparisons between Hearthstone and Duelyst are many, but how is the RNG comparable to Hearthstone? I find most irritating part, 1 card. Yes, that's super annoying. I think this game is way less RNG. That's just my opinion, but this game is a lot less RNG. There are very few cards that don't at least let you control your RNG somewhat. So for example, look at this card. This card is Cryogenesis. It's 3 mana. It's a faction-specific card. It deals 4 damage to a minion, and then you draw a Vesper minion, which is like a type of minion, from your deck. So obviously you get one at random, but because you can just play a smaller number of them if you want something specific, it's not really random at all. I mean, I only play 1 Vesper minion in this entire deck. Like, because I don't want it to be random. I want to know what I'm going to get. And you can make it like that. Omnes, I'll really quickly go through cards and show you like some of the crazy RNG cards, and then you'll see that mostly the game is not crazy RNG cards. And maybe that will reassure you a little bit. I'm like determined to encourage you to play this game now. Let's see, 1, 2, okay, he's dead. Lots of damage. I would say that the other, again, like being able to replace also makes this game just way less RNG, because if you don't get, you know, drawing is RNG too. Like part of the problem with RNG is that card games are already to some degree random, you know? Which is obviously bad because we want them to be skill intensive, even though you have to adapt to the situation, like that's good, but we don't want it to be totally random. So anyway, let me find you some random card examples. So like here, lots of things like, so ooze, this guy puts shadow creep spikes which deal damage to my opponents at the end of my turn if they're standing on them. On tiles when it takes damage. So when this takes damage, it will pick a random space occupied by an enemy and turn it into shadow creep, which again means they take damage at the end of my turn. But that's not that RNG because there are only going to be so many places enemies are standing, and if it takes lots of damage, you know, the point is like you can play when the RNG goes in your favor, it's not that much of a blowout. Like it's not that scary. You just have to play around like it going badly, and then it's not a problem. Whereas in Hearthstone, yeah, there can be times where like a card does something amazing or does nothing. Like getting Shadow Creep tiles is the reason that I'm playing this card. I'm not using it to deal damage to my opponent. If it does, that's nice, and I can increase the chances of that by making sure there aren't too many targets in play, but that's not the point of the card, you know? I'm using it to beef up this guy, who gets bigger the more Shadow Creep tiles I have. Anyway, it's kind of hard to like say one way or another whether this game has lots of RNG or not. I feel like it doesn't, but I've been playing the game and I can just tell you that there are not that many cards that are RNG focused that people actually play. But that doesn't mean that there's no RNG. Absolutely, it does not mean there is no RNG. There totally is RNG. Because it's a card game, you know? But like this card, right? You get 2 random cards from your faction, which is like your class in Hearthstone. But that's not that random. I mean, the faction cards are strong. Like, they're good cards, and they have synergy with the faction. That's all well designed. So they're not going to be irrelevant, and because, this is the biggest thing, because in Duelyst you can replace cards every turn, you know? If you get a card that is bad off of that card I just showed you, you know, it gives you 2 random faction cards. If you were to get a card that wasn't good for the current situation, you can just replace it. And then you didn't get a bad card. Which means that even if you get bad RNG, you can sort of just like correct it and not be screwed out of existence by it. I screwed up. I screwed up a little bit. I should have played this. No, there wasn't a good way to do it. It's fine. This has to swap places with something, and I wanted it to be here, but I had to play Gravity Well to get the mana, so. Anyway, Omnis, I hope that convinces you somewhat of the difference between like Hearthstone's RNG and this game's like not RNG. Again, I think that the very biggest aspect of it is that if you get a draw that isn't suitable for the situation, you can just put it back. Getting a random card in this game is pretty similar to just drawing a card, because you can just replace it and get whatever card you like. I'm actually kind of happy about that Snow Chaser because I can just silence it right off the bat. Gets it out of the way early, while I have nothing better to do. And now I'm going to clear this. I'm going to try to keep her on her side of the board, so... Are you able to place your minions anywhere, or do you have to place in a certain area? Omnis, you have to place your minions within a tile of a minion you currently control. So for example, when I play a minion next turn, you'll see it will light up the board where I could place it. I can't place it over here because I don't have anything nearby, but I could place it here because I have a minion nearby, or here because I have a minion nearby, etc. Anyway, I'll show you. So see, I want to play this, and it lights up gold, the tiles that I could put it on. So I can put it here, or here, or here, or wherever, but I can't put it over here, can't put it over here, etc. So you can sometimes like make a bridge with your minions, like to go put a minion far away if you like. And there's also a mechanic called airdrop. It's like a keyword mechanic, and it means you can play this minion anywhere. So sometimes you can play minions anywhere. I'm kind of torn on what to keep here. I think I want removal. I'm not really holding board control very well, so I'm gonna keep this. So yeah, that's where you can place minions, which is cool. I really like airdrop. That's like a Lionar mechanic, which is kind of like Paladin. But it's very powerful. Airdrop is very strong. Being able to just put stuff places. Oh ho ho! Gravity Well mirror match! Yeah! Oh, Omnace, welcome to the party. I'm glad you're downloading it. I hope you have fun with it. Omnace, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is below this video. It's the normal Zannypants logo, not the like other colored ones. And I have lots of videos on deck guides for expensive decks, or casual decks, or cheap decks, or whatever. I'm so happy that I kept this. Goodbye, walls. Oh, that feels so good. Such good value. Alright, get out of here. Let's do that face damage. Yeah! The fight for S rank is on. Omnace, I'm so amped that I convinced you to try the game. I get so excited when I get people to try this game. Because I just, like, it frustrates me that Hearthstone is so popular when it, like, when so many of the games are so random who wins. And I really do think this game is very consistent, and you really can't get lucky very often. You know, with any card game, sometimes you'll draw badly, and then you just don't get anything. But, you know, I'm glad. I hope you like it. Thanks for subscribing. We're getting worn down here. I don't like this. But we need to keep boxing them in and keep the pressure on. So let's keep going. I'm a little worried about keeping 2 pieces of removal. But I'm also a little afraid of putting them back. I should probably put 1 back. I'll put the cryo back. Okay, Hearth Sister, I can live with that. Everybody else watching, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I am here to make it as enjoyable as possible, so if there's anything you'd like to see, let me know. I don't mind drawing badly, but going on no cards for a minute. Yeah, exactly. It's gross when there's like apparently nothing on the board, but then you just can't, you know? This is scary. However, we have Gravity Well. We have the tools to survive this situation. We should be fine. So I'm gonna send these guys back here to go kill those. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and draw first. Ho ho ho! Boom! Good thing I drew first. Gravy Crust, you can't cryo their face. That's the problem. You can only cryogenesis a minion. And then let's Gravity Well them in place. Oh, hold on, I placed those wrong. Omnace, I agree that the whole like draw 1 card and blow up the world thing is kind of bad. You know, so long as there's like no lead up to it. Like, you know, Yogg Saron. I don't play Hearthstone that much, but I understand that Yogg Saron is like crazy overpowered burst card. Gravy Crust, you indeed cannot play it on the enemy general. It would be kind of overpowered if you could. See, it says deal 4 damage to an enemy minion only. So, it's too bad. It would be a crazy overpowered card if you could damage the enemy general. That would be nuts. Of course Yogg was the exact card you had in mind. What else could it be at this point, you know? It's kind of an overpowered card. Like, let's not mince words. Let's hope to draw lethal. Okay, wait, maybe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Got him. Brawl is actually a pretty good example too. That's a good point. Of a card that just like does not at all make you win or lose based on your own skill. It's just like if you happen to get lucky and the right card survives, you just like die out of nowhere. Awesome, we're winning. Good. Keep it coming. Oh, this deck is so good. Frostburn is so good. I knew I should have replaced this, and then it punished me by giving me another one. Curses. But even this, you know, like, the RNG is no big deal. I got unlucky and got 2 of these, even though I don't really want it. But I can just replace one and it's fine. And look, I got Gravity Well, which is really good right now. Okay. I'm gonna play this back here so I can take this mana, monopolize that mana. Another reason, by the way, another reason that this Gravity Well play is so good is because it slows down the game. By taking up all the mana early, you prevent your opponent from accelerating, and you might say, oh, but you prevent you from accelerating too, right? Well, you don't want to accelerate. Like, this deck wants to stall the game, because once you get to 9 mana, you can use your power every turn and start just, like, bombing them out. So, this is so good. Like, Warbird is out of control. Also, he's about to be very sad. Ooh, that's some delicious value right there. I really don't want this. I really don't want that. I'm actually going to defend this mana instead. I could just take it, but I would rather be defensive. In fact, I might not even play these. I'm not going to play these. Because I don't even want 2 of these. I would rather just mulligan 1. And I have to use them for removal. Gravy Crust, the thing is, like, I don't think a lot of people know that Cryogenesis can't hit your opponent's face, because Vanar, I don't know. It's a little bit weird. Like, I think that people don't really understand Vanar. It's kind of like blue in Magic, if anyone here has played Magic before. People don't entirely understand the strategy behind blue, because it's like a mixture of like value minions and tempo. So a lot of people have been unclear on what Vanar can even do for a while. And that's been true ever since beta. I started playing this game in February, and it was in the tail end of beta. I didn't play through most of beta. And I played Vanar my very first month and got to S rank with a Vanar deck that was like control heavy, very tempo heavy. And a lot of, at the lower ranks, a lot of people just didn't know what the cards did, because it's a little bit more confusing a faction. They have a lot of incredibly specific cards that do like very specific things. So it is no fault of your own that you are not sure what some of the cards do, because there's a whole fucking smorgasbord of them. We have the good fortune of having trapped them on their side of the board to some degree. So we're going to capitalize on that and go for the face and start getting value out of this Snow Chaser, more importantly. Hearth Sister, stop. The thing about Hearth Sister is it's so good when it's good. Like, it's so strong when it's strong, because you can move things into the same column as your opponent and then hit them with Warbird. I don't know. Probably what's true is that I should keep the Hearth Sisters in and just like learn to play it better. Ephemeral, okay. Tough luck. At least it won't hit this Steel Toss. not sure what I want to do here. I think it's a good time to make a slow play. I'm gonna go for a slow play. Razorback seems a bit out of place. I'm not gonna kill him very fast. Aha, that's not bad though, is it? Haha, beautiful. Excellent. We're controlling the board just fine. The game is proceeding at a nice slow pace, and soon we will be able to crush him with our relentless value. Omnice, I think another thing that is kind of nice, maybe not RNG exactly or whatever, but different, between this game and Hearthstone, is that if you've played lots of card games that are not on a board, the thing that usually happens is they're very tempo heavy, right? So if you fall behind, it's hard to get back. You really do have to use a card that's very powerful to like swing tempo in your favor, because everything is right there. To put it in perspective of this game, it's like you cannot go away from your opponent. Whereas if you're playing this game, there are matches where I legitimately retreat or advance. Like, you don't always just fight, and if you lose tempo, you can run away. I mean, you can just leave and then get it back later. And that's actually possible because this game has a mixture of moving around on the board and also focusing on what cards you get and doing combos and getting value and stuff. But I think that only because it has that combination of elements is it able to be this robust game that it is. I think this is pretty bad because he's running away from his side of the board. Heart Sister, interesting. I don't think that's gonna save me here though. I can use it to move it away from me. I could just stall and make this run away. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'll put this over here. Put this Heart Sister over here. Yoink. And... I kind of want to defend this from getting killed by this. So let's do the following play. Box that in. Do some face damage there. This will have to be sacrificed to that, so I don't die to it. Okay, Chromatical, there we go. Now we can deal with that. Fantastic. Anyway, I like this game a little bit better because it has more back and forth, you know? Like, if you start losing tempo or you need another card, you're searching for a card, you can go back, or you can flood the board and stall, or, you know, like, you can do stuff like that. You can do physical tactics like that. And I think that that extra dimension is what makes me like this game so much more. That seems kind of unnecessary. Okay, I think this is going well though. I'm actually pretty confident we're gonna win this one. He's running out of cards, so... Doomcaster. Whoa, even bigger? Even more value when I kill it with Chromatic Cold. Goodbye. So let's see. This is a bit off track at the moment, so let's put that back. Blood Tier, that's not really more on track, but that's fine. Let's do this play. And just keep shooting. This Tombstone alone, if he cannot kill it, will probably win me the game. Hey look, it's that Razorback that got put in my deck earlier. That's interesting. That's actually pretty good right now. Sub number 2. Star's Fury. Ouch. This is bad. This is bad. Aha, but he's out of cards. Good. Good-ish. Well, that was harsh. This is no longer very good. That, however, is quite strong. Excellent. Sure. At this point, I know that what I need to do is stall as long as possible, so I'm actually going to run and start spamming away. We're both top decking, so I should be in an okay place because I have a win condition that is just there passively. A little bit of healing sounds okay, but I need more damage. I need more card draw is what I need, actually. I guess there really should be, like, there's a massive amount of card draw in this deck, and I guess there really should be. Because I do run out. I would like to say I don't. Whoa, he's cycling super hard. Wow, he got damage out of that too. That's very strong. That's very strong. And an Iron Shroud. Come on, top or bottom? On top of him. Yeah, nice, perfect. Free kill. I'm gonna go ahead and risk it and put back the healing. Hearth Sister, that's not good at all. Zap. Now I'm out of range of this totem. Not sure what I want to do with this. I think I'm gonna hold it. Yeah. Okay. Cryo is fine. I'm not gonna draw the Snow Chaser because it got dispelled earlier, but that's okay. Another Fireblaze Obelisk. That's very scary. I'm getting boxed in. I need to kill him faster. At least I can get rid of this Fireblaze before it spawns anything. However, I am going to get rid of this Hearth Sister. Aspect of the Mountains. That might do it if I can get another minion. Keep shooting. Oh, right! I mulliganed this before. Oh. Gravy, maybe. Yeah, actually, maybe. Hearth Sister the Obelisk where? Because I don't want it closer to me. And that's all I'd be able to do. I could just put it here. And then the obelisk would move toward me. And then the Hearth Sister would be over there. There we go, we got Gravity Well. Yeah, okay, this should win me it. That combo should be strong enough. So I should be able to make lots of Gravity Wells, put this Aspect of the Mountains wherever I want. Gravy, you might be right. You might be right. It's just that I know that no matter what, as long as I can stay in this corner and keep using my Bloodborne spell, I know I will win soon. So, is this whenever it deals damage? Or yeah, okay, too bad. Sad. However, I can kill all of these, no problem. Haha, perfect. You put it in the wrong spot. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, excellent. Time to feel very good about a play. Ladies and gentlemen, people of all sexual and gender denominations, get ready for value. Ooh, that feels good. That feels real good. Alright. Nice and locked down now. This game should be in the bag. This was a pretty good game. This guy's Dervish deck is sick. It wouldn't be very good against Songhai though. Omnes, you know Rogue in Hearthstone? In this game, Songhai is a faction that is like sorta like Rogue in Hearthstone, but is actually really good instead of being woefully inconsistent like Rogue is in Hearthstone. Well, this is awkward, isn't it? He thinks that running away will somehow save him. How foolish. Okay, well, go figure. More wins for me. All we have to do to win is stay nice and patient, and everything will go just fine. I'm gonna chill right here in this corner. Peacefully. Yes, it is a very cycle-heavy combo-style faction. In fact, unlike with Rogue and Hearthstone, where a lot of the cards are like sort of weak and filler and enable the other cards, Songhai has a lot of really individually strong cards, so they've been having a lot of trouble balancing it. I'm not saying it's horribly unbalanced and you can't play against it, but they've been having trouble. This is a little bit like Freeze Mage, yeah. Sorry, but what I'm playing now isn't Songhai, it's Vanar. Vanar is more like a mix of Mage and Shaman. A little bit like Shaman. It's quite similar to Mage, and this deck is a bit similar to Freeze Mage, but it's also a little bit like Hunter. Oh, also, Omnes, there are 2 generals per faction, so that's another weird thing compared to Hearthstone. So there are 6... there are 6 factions, which would, like, sort of correspond to classes in Hearthstone, of which there are 9, of course. But there are 2 generals per faction, so, like, basically that just changes your Bloodborne spell, your hero power. So there are 6 groups of cards that are specific to factions or classes, but for each faction or class, there are 2 different hero powers, or Bloodborne spells is what they're called. I'll show you the other Vanar Bloodborne spell as an example after this game. Gotta make a boring play this time. Playing against Starhorn. Probably don't want Aspect of the Fox. Okay. This general is a bit like Mage, or a bit like Hunter, a bit like Shaman, because we have this weird, like, damage power. But the other Vanar general is not. The other Vanar general is more like Paladin, sort of, with a little bit of Mage mixed in. I'll show you. But yeah, so they're a little bit more finicky, a little bit more gray, which I personally like a lot. I like that they're more nebulous and less well-defined. Looks like I got spectated. Beautiful. But yeah, you know, that's an interesting analogy. I guess this deck is a little bit like Freeze Mage. Omnes, I guess the catch is that in this game, you really can't play strategies that are that cheesy most of the time. Like, you have to put something on the board because there's mana to contest, you know? You can, if you put stuff on board, you can control your opponent's movement, and you can have a lot of impact. You can't just put nothing on board. So if this is like Freeze Mage, I would temper that by saying I hate Freeze Mage, and I like this deck because it is more like you play minions that are honest and you can actually interact with, but they're still focused on helping you stall the game. I don't know what I want to do here, but I know it's not Aspect of the Mountains. Cryo, perfect. That's exactly what I want. Get out of here. Okay, so now I'm going to play Blood Tear here to kill this, save myself 3 damage, and I'm going to move this back to get this mana, play out my Snow Chaser, and then zap him. I want to get in as much free damage as I can here, because I know that his deck will be able to outvalue me over time. People who play Starhorn always design their decks to have lots of value that they can cycle out. So I know he's going to beat me in tempo if I don't... Spirit Harvester. I know he's going to beat me in tempo if I don't win the short-term game, because he's just going to draw us both lots of cards, and then he'll have optimized his deck to play the cards faster. That's what Starhorn is good at. So I know that I need to put the pressure on early. Speaking of which, here's a cool trick. I only have one Vesper minion in my deck, but because I can replace it, I'll just replace it and then play Cryogenesis, and then redraw it. And it's like I drew another card. And if I don't want this, I can just replace it next turn and do the same thing. That hurts. But I'll go ahead and get my Snow Chaser value. So yeah, super good combo. Anyone who's just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you enjoy watching the gameplay. We're playing a like kiting-based Vanar deck at the moment. If you've played Hearthstone, Omnace pointed out that it is kind of like Freeze Mage, but it's like not as unfun to watch as Freeze Mage, I would claim. But I don't know how fun it is to play against. Anyway, so that's what we're playing. It's going pretty well. We just hit rank 4, and we're climbing to S rank as fast as possible. I might very well just stream until I get close. I doubt I'm going to get there tonight, though. Let's see. I don't feel that I want a Bone Reaper, but I want an Aspect of the Mountains even less, so I'll put it back. Yeah, but anyway, so, if you're watching, let me know in chat if there's anything I can do for you, anything you want to see on the stream, anything you're curious about. If you want the deck list for the deck I'm playing right now, it is, if you scroll up, I typed it out a bit ago for Gravy, so if you want to see that, that's there. I'm totally going to die. Yeah, this game is not going well. I'm so scared of this Megazord deck. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I am. Let's do this. I guess I just have to aggro him. Yeah, I guess I just have to do aggro. Because there's no way I'm going to beat the value of that Megazord thing. Maybe we should play that deck, actually. Should we play this deck? This deck he's playing right now? We could make this and copy it. I was thinking of making something similar to this. What do you all think? You want to see Starhorn Megazord? I'm considering it quite strongly. Dead. I'm super dead. All the dead. Oh, so dead. Gravity Well would have saved me. I should have played out a card first. I'm dead. Goodbye. This is the end of my life. I say we make that deck. I think it'll be cool. I keep getting smoked by Aggro Magmar. Dude, you and me both. Smoked like a joint. It's terrible. Alright, yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Alright, so, speaking of which, speaking of building decks, which is what we're going to do right now, Omnace, before I was saying that there are like multiple generals for each faction, so you can see them right here. So like this is Songhai, these two red ones are Songhai, and as you can see they both have different Bloodborne spells, but they share the same faction cards. So whether you pick this Bloodborne spell or Hero Power, or this Bloodborne spell or Hero Power, you still use cards under this Songhai category. And of course there are lots of neutral cards. But we're going to play... Where are you, Starhorn? There you are. Okay, so... Gravy, you gotta help me build this deck. We're gonna play Megazord. We know that we're gonna draw out lots of minions and play Megazord pieces. I think we should put Kujata in, but I'm not positive. I think that we should play Kujata because it's really good. It's really good with cannon, It's pretty good with the head. It's okay with the sword. It's pretty good with the wings. And if we were gonna play chassis, then it's pretty good with that too. I convinced myself. Let's put it in. Okay, 3 of those. And we know we're gonna need removal, so let's play natural selection. Maybe just 2. Greater fortitude? Greater fortitude? I feel like this is kind of good because... I feel like this is kind of good because if we know we're gonna have lots of things on the board anyway, I don't know, the Mechazor pieces all have like okay stats. 3 of each except chassis, only 2. I would agree, let's do that. I think only 2 cannons as well. 3 Zor? I'm not sure I like Zor. I also don't have 3, but I don't know, why do you think Zor is good? If you can convince me by the time I finish building the deck, I'll put it in, but I don't think Zor is good. I do think Alter Rex is interesting. Possibly, but I'm not convinced we should play that either. Where's Magmar? Okay. I'm gonna play... Kujata Amplification Synergy. How do you mean? One of the reasons I don't like it is because Kujata would kill the Zor when it comes into play. Omnes, not all neutral cards are free, but it is true that a lot of them are. Omnes, if you look at my screen right now, so see, these all have no symbol here, which means that they're free basic cards, but this card has a little purple symbol, which means it's an epic card that you have to open in a pack. This white symbol means common, this is another common card, this card is free, etc. So no, not all the basic cards are free, but anyway. Gravy, about it giving you a Megazord piece, I guess I sort of agree with you, but I think that we're gonna have enough draw power to get them anyway. It might still be good, I don't know. I just feel like it's pretty inefficient, like it's not a very strong card overall. I think I'm gonna hold off for now, and if we don't get enough Megazord pieces, then we should go for it, but... Oh, I accidentally deleted it, wow. Okay. Mechazor, these, 2 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these. Get out of here. And then let's go 3 flashes, because I think it's good in here. 3 Kujatas, because it's good in here. I'm not sure about this stuff, so let's leave it alone for now. Definitely Eggmorphs, probably 2 Eggmorph at least, maybe even more. Earth Sphere, I kind of feel like this should be in here. I feel like we're going to have to stall. I'm going to put 2 in. 3 Mecanter, because it's Mecanter Warbeast. I kind of like 1 Metamorphosis, because I think we're going to have to be kind of control-y, but it doesn't really fit the deck's theme. We can't really flood them out, so I'll hold off for now. 3 Mandrake, obviously, one of the main reasons to play this strategy. Star Mech. So let's see what we got. I think we need more 4-mana plays, and I have just the one. We will play Sunsteel Defender. This card is ridiculously powerful with Flash. If you play this on your opening turn off Flash Reincarnation, it's broken as hell because the force field prevents it from taking damage. Same thing with Kujata. Taejit. Yeah, I was considering that, but I feel like the problem with Taejit in this deck is that it's too much of a mix of like playing a proactive play and playing removal. You would want to play that either was just wholesale removal or a proactive play, in other words, playing a Mechazor piece, which is why I'm not sure it fits. And it's also 4 mana, which is a little expensive considering our curve. I definitely think this card is better, and I think that we have enough 4 mana plays. But I'm not sure. Possibly. If we need more like middle-sized threats, this is obviously going in because it's a good card, but for now I don't think it's necessary. I do think that Thumping Wave is pretty strong in this deck, because we have lots of like small bodies to target it with. What else might we like? What are some cards that are good when played off of these accelerators? I think we need to stall. I think we should play healing. Where's Azur Horn? Or no, Azur Herald, yes. I think this is good because it's really good off Kujata. It's a 1/3. It doesn't die to 1 general attack, and it heals you for 3 instead of just 2 from Healing Mystic, so good card. We're gonna have to stall with this deck, so I think it's important. And then we got 2 slots left. 2 slots left. Not sure. Shiro Puppy Dragon? That could be kind of good. There is lots of minions in here. I kind of want to play Crossbones too. 2 Crossbones for the Songhai matchup. Plasma Storm is a panic button. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Because we need some kind of panic button, right? Shall we do it? Maybe a 1-1 split between Plasma Storm and Spirit Harvester? Because I feel like there are times when Spirit Harvester does the job a lot better. And if we're just like looking for a last Mechazor piece, it locks down the board maybe a little better. But we do have a lot of minions, maybe that's bad. I guess Spirit Harvester's kind of wrong, isn't it? I feel like 2 Plasma Storm is a little bit too much too, though. I'm not sure. What do you think? 1 and 1? Does that sound okay? Or should it not be? Should we get something else to wipe the board? I think at least 1 Plasma Storm is right. Let's see. How much of this deck is very sad if you play Spirit Harvester on it? That's somewhat fine. It's not that fine. This is kind of bad in here. Let's play 2 Plasma Storm, and if we're replacing it all over the place, then we'll take it out. Alright, let's go. Lock and load, Star Mech. Bam. By the way, Omnes, you were asking about neutral cards being free. You know, the basic ones are, and obviously there are lots that aren't. There are cards that are free in every faction too, but you have to level the faction to level 10 to unlock them. It's pretty much exactly like how the system works in Hearthstone. You just have to level it up to get those basic cards. Alright, let's see how this does. So, we're going to keep 1 flash, we're not going to keep this, and go. Mechmar. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. Star Mech versus Mechmar, I'm not sure which. Let's make the most annoying play in the entire game, namely this. Look at all this crap. Man, we're gonna have this in no time. I'm not even gonna mulligan this. We're gonna have it so fast. However, this is kind of awkward. This makes things awkward. I'm kind of tempted to make a cheeky face damage play here, but I know it's wrong, so I guess I won't do it. Just kidding, I'm totally gonna do it. Let's go. Ooh! And then we'll hold off on attacking this, because I don't want him to get the value. When I play against this card, I like to avoid killing it on my turn, because then they get to attack with it right away. I like them to kill it on their turn, so that then there's a turn where it can't attack. Dispel works the way Silence does in Hearthstone, where it removes all card text and it also removes all enchantments on a thing. So like if something gets buffed. So on a C, for example, like this card says Dying Wish, which is like Death Rattle. Summon a minion with Dying Wish from your action bar. So if I dispel this, it doesn't have that ability anymore. It just gets eliminated. And furthermore, if I buffed it somehow, like if I gave it +1/+1 and then dispelled it, it would lose that +1/+1 as well as losing its card text. There is one small nuance that might just be like kind of nitpicky to point out, but I'll point it out because maybe it will be interesting. The one difference between this game's Dispels and Hearthstone Silences is that in Hearthstone, it's a little hard to describe, but if you buff a minion and then it gets dispelled, Hearthstone's Silences give you the better half of that equation, where this game gives you the worst half. What I mean by that is, let's say you have a 3/3 in Hearthstone, and it gets buffed up to a 5/5, and then it takes 3 damage. On the board, it will look like a 5/2, right? Because it was buffed to, it was a 3/3 buffed to a 5/5, and then it took 3 damage, now it's a 5/2. In Hearthstone, if you silence it, it just loses the health that it gained, and its health total becomes now whatever that would be. So in other words, in Hearthstone, if you silence that minion, it becomes a 3/2, because it took 3 damage, and then it loses 2 of its health, but it had already lost those 2 health, so Hearthstone gives you the better half of that, and you end up with a minion that's a 3/2. Does that make sense? The difference is in this game, you get the worst half of the equation. So in other words, if you have a 5/2 in Duelyst that got buffed +2/+2, you have a 3/3, it gets buffed +2/+2, and then you have a 5/5. If it then takes 3 damage and then gets silenced, it's the bonus health gets taken away, but you don't get the better half of that and it survives, it just dies. So in other words, the game says, oh, it took 3 damage, and now it only has 3 health, so it's dead. Whereas in Hearthstone, the game says, oh, it took 3 damage, but 2 of that damage it took was on health that it gained like another way, so we won't let it take that damage. This is really scary. He played a Vorpal Reaver, and now he has a Mini Jax. This is going really badly. Let's do this. Let's panic. Everybody panic, quick. That should be fine. That should contain the threat a little bit. Omnis, does that make sense? So to answer your original question, yes, it removes card text and buffs and stuff. But in this game, it will also kill things more often because it gives you the worst half of silencing something. If when you silence something, it had taken enough damage to kill it without buffs, and then you remove the buffs, it will die. Whereas in Hearthstone, it usually won't. That was a much better way to explain it. I don't know why I didn't say it that way to begin with. This is what streams are for, you know? You explain things terribly, and then when you actually make videos, you're like, oh, that's how you explain that. Oh boy, sub number 2 is coming out. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for watching the stream. This is gonna hurt so bad. Okay. Hey, at least I got an egg. What a responsible player, he killed my Kujata. I know, I was thinking he wouldn't be able to resist the 12 damage to face. I'm kind of impressed, actually. I'm so proud of him. How responsible. Chassis, I think we might want to mulligan that. We need to not die, I think. Actually, it's pretty good right now. I'll keep it, I'll keep it. Play out another Mandrake. Oh, I forgot to move this. Curse. Card text around it means minions bordering the card with text. Yes. In other words, like, if a card says do things to things around it, when you put it on the board, imagine a 3x3 box of spaces around the card, and that's where it'll affect. This sub is really messy. Gravy Crust, you read my mind. I was actually about to say that. Like, I'm not convinced that this deck is actually better with mechs than it would be if we just didn't play mechs. This game is going pretty badly, though. I think we should give it, like, 1 or 2 more and then talk about that, because this is not a very good sample. So messy. Okay. This isn't gonna save me. Hey, that will save me, kind of. Sort of. Close enough. Haha! You got a Jaxi off it, nice. Oh man, this would be an attack range if I hadn't forgotten to move it. Alright, let's just hold. So yeah, Gravy, I mean, I think what's true is that as a win condition, it's a little unnecessary because Mandrakes are already basically giving us like a Mechazor. But the reason that this strategy would be appealing, I think, like from a theoretical perspective, is that you already have a really good tempo swing with Mandrake, right? Which is basically like a free bomb. But then you also get Mechazor as a free bomb, like at the same time, you know? Like by playing lots of minions, you progress your Mechazor build, but then you also make your Mandrakes cheaper. And that can lead to a turn that's just like unstoppably overpowered and you can't possibly lose. I think that is the appeal of the idea. That's probably why the guy that we just played against who played this deck made it. And I don't think that that is wrong, per se. I just am not positive that I think that it is worth what we are doing for it. We might not lose. We probably will, but it's possible. Oh no, he has Reaper, the 9 Moons. We're gonna die. Gravy Crust, let's find out. I actually have a deck that fits the description, so let's find out. Uh-oh. Friend in crisis. Hey, I hit level 37 with Magmar. Yeah, so let's try playing that deck. This deck that I'm about to play right now was made by No Way It's Jay, who is one of the best players of this game. He's super good. He's a very interesting deck builder. Omnes, yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, because the coin advantage is sort of represented by the closer mana orb, but it's also true that you start with more mana when you're on that side. So if you start on the left, then you have further away mana orb, but you get to move first and play minions to take the middle mana orbs first, but you start with 2 mana. If you start on the right, you get 3 mana to start out with, and you get a closer mana orb, but you get to deploy minions less quickly to take the 2 mana orbs above. So it's complicated. But yeah, like generally speaking, yes, like that's the idea. So again, Gravy, this is No Way It's Jay's deck. I did not build this. I will not take credit for it. He won like a very large tournament with it. I forget the name. And it's really, really good. And the whole point of it is to exploit the Starhorn power and general strategies ability to like tempo bomb the opponent. So that's what we're gonna try to do. I've played this deck a few times before, but not too much, and it's really fun. It's really fun, but I'm not fantastic at it. Not fantastic at it at all. It plays a cool win condition though, so Razor Skin as a new card that kind of like buffs your stuff the way that Razorback does. Razorback is a Vanar card that's like 4 mana, 4/3, and it gives all your minions +2 attack until end of turn. And a lot of people used to play a combo where they played Jack's True Sight, and then if your opponent didn't clear all the little Jaxes, then you'd play Razorback and like blow them up. But you can play that much cheaper in this deck because you have Razor Skin. This gives you only half as much damage, but it only costs 1/4 of the mana, so... And it's also a much better card, like, in a normal moment in the game. You can just sort of play it and you get a battle pet, you get some attack, it's fine. Well, that's too bad. So we gotta get rid of this, obviously. I kind of want to deploy an early Jack's True Sight, so I'm thinking of contesting this mana by moving up here. Not keeping this, because it's not good right now. Punch him. I'm sure that they will catch on and take the mana, but still. Omne's Celerity is this game's version of Wind Fury. It works almost exactly the same way. You should just keep in mind that because you can move in this game, Celerity also means you can move twice. The other small detail is that you have to take your whole action together. So since an action involves moving or not and then attacking, Celerity means you can move or not and then attack, and then you can move or not and then attack. So the only reason that's important is if you need both moves to get in range of an opponent, you can only attack once, because you have to move or not and then attack, but you'll move and then not attack. And then you'll move or not, but you'll move, and then you'll be in attack range and you can attack the second time. Does that make sense? It's basically Wind Fury. I really need to kill this Glacial Elemental, but for some insane reason he did not kill this. It looks like he's winding up to counter a Jack's True Sight, but that's kind of fine because I have 2 of them. Kind of considering just letting it happen. That might be bad. That's bad. Okay, but my other game plan will be that. Cool. Cool. Let's do... Let's do this. That was a very questionable Jack's True Sight, but I'm going for the Mandrake play. I'm going to try to distract him until these get beefed up. It looks like Jack's True Sight is my like big threatening play, but I'm really going for the Mandrake play. So he'll clear 1, 2, 3. Best case scenario, both of these will live. Worst case scenario, he'll have 2 Vespers, and this will kill both the remaining ones. I would say pretty unlikely he has 2 Vespers. This kind of deck usually plays this card mostly as a combo with Bone Chill Barrier, so it's fairly unlikely. It's quite possible that one of these, or even both of them, will live, and then I'll get good value off Razor Skin. Iceblade Dryad. Ouch, you got both of them. This lets it fly? That's scary. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, that's bad. However, he could have the wall. He could have had the wall. That's true. However, everything will be fine because We have incredible board presence. Let's go ahead and draw since we know they're not getting anything. Zeal is... what? I forget what Inspire is. I'm derping on what Inspire is. But... no, Zeal is if it is near your general, within one space of your general. This is a pretty strong play. Yeah! Look at that. Anyone just tuning in, welcome to the stream. This is not my deck, this is No Way It's Jay's really, really good Magmar tempo deck. The idea is to, like, flood stuff out. And it's really, really fun. It's doing super well. We're climbing from Diamond to S rank, so I hope you enjoy. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. Check out my YouTube channel below. It's the normal Zandy Pants logo, not the like other colored ones. Please do let me know if there's anything you want to see. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoy. We're going to destroy this player who thinks they can play such a normal strategy as Glacial Elemental. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting, barbaric strategies. Not as powerful as the glorious Mandrake tempo plays. Omnes, now that I think about it, there actually isn't a mechanic in this game that is equivalent to the Hearthstone Hero Power proc thing, Inspire. I can't believe I forgot what Inspire was. That was the Grand Tournament, right? Anyway, I don't believe this game has such a thing. Whoa, this is gonna hurt. Ooh! Do I die? Oh, he disconnected. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we won that one by the skin of our teeth, didn't we, folks? Oh my god, you ready for this absolutely insane overkill damage? Ooh! That could have killed him from full health. Absolutely savage. Thanks, Jay. Oh my god, No Way It's Jay coming through again with the sick builds. Alright, let's do this. Let's keep going. Once again, everyone, welcome to the stream. Thanks for watching. Gravy, I think he actually did just disconnect or something. Or maybe he didn't think he had lethal and just, like, trolled. But yeah, he could have just moved the... He had, like, that 3-mana Hearth Sister. He had the 3-attack Hearth Sister. He could have just moved that into range and hit me. And then had the flying minion go next to it and hit me with that. He totally had lethal. I don't know what happened. And this is Diamond. Like, people shouldn't be missing lethals like that. Come on. I think I'm going to keep the Rex. I don't think I'm going to keep the Saber Spine. Okay, 2, I would rather have Young Silithars. Is this the same guy? I kind of feel like this is the same guy. Is this the same player we just played against? I forget. Okay, anyway. Who knows? Bone Chill Barrier. Okay. Whatever, even if it is the same player, we need to get revenge. Revenge for winning. That was a good play. Strong, strong play. Ephemeral, that's a very good play right now. Let's do the following. Silence that. Play Rex here, and then go ahead and play Razor Skin. That way this can kill a Bone Chill on its own in one hit. Hey, I got a Sigh. That's pretty strong. Yeah, alright, this is going well. Good. We will climb to S rank with this glorious power. I'm gonna stream for like at least another hour. This is going pretty well. Yeah, so if you're just checking out the channel, thanks very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Let me know if there's anything you want to see. I'm happy when people talk in chat, because like when you're a small stream, it's much more fun when people talk. Like as long as people are talking in chat, streaming is super fun. This is a good number of people too. All 12 of you, huh? Thanks for watching. It's a good time. This is probably the second most people I've had. I did a stream like 2 weeks ago where I had like 30 people, but I just got lucky on the time, probably. Oh! Is this some cell phone game? It is actually not some cell phone game, surprisingly. I know that it looks like that. I'm not going to deny that it kind of looks like that. But it is much better than some cell phone game. It is Duelyst. If you have not played it or heard of it, it is a turn-based card game. It is for Windows, Mac, Linux. I believe it's for Linux. Can it be for Linux? Anyway, Windows and Mac. It's pretty cool. It includes some of the people who made Hearthstone originally, so if you know Hearthstone, which you probably do, it includes some of the people that made Hearthstone. And it's rather similar in that you have a deck of limited size. This game's decks are a bit bigger. And you can play copies of cards, but only a few. This deck gives you a few more. You get mana, but you get it automatically. Stuff like that. Linux not officially supported. Okay. I was gonna say you could just use Wine or some other emulator, but I didn't know it wasn't officially supported. I guess I never thought about that. I was trying to Skyland. I was trying to play it on a Chromebook one time. It didn't go too well, but maybe I'll get back to that again sometime. They are speaking of which, Slippery. They are actually making a mobile version of this. That is actually in the works. I don't know when it's going to be out, but I'm totally playing that. This game would be good for mobile. Although, just like with Hearthstone, the amount of misplays that you make just by like, oh, my finger slipped, like, is absolutely hilarious. Go for it, Rar. Get him. Or Rex. I love that card so much. It's so cute. This is not good right now. Blood Tier. Perfect. Excellent. So I can clear this very easily. Slippery, if you haven't played this game, you should totally try it. Like, it's a very good time. Very good design. A lot more consistent than most card games, but it's a very fun game. I'm a little annoyed by this Bone Chill barrier because I want to box this player in. I'll put the young Silithar here, and I guess I'll put the Sai over here. I just don't want to. I don't want these battle pets to get distracted by this Bone Chill barrier before I kill it. Her best play is probably to just run through it and then hero power and kill the egg in me. Well, not kill me, but, you know. Go figure, right? I think this is going really well. We flooded her out super well. We're controlling the board. We're about to get a really, really good Jack's True Sight. Are you ready for the most satisfying Jack's True Sight play? This is like the situation where you want Jack's True Sight. I'm also going to be able to play this really soon. For the massive tempo swing. For people just tuning in, Gravy Crust and I here in chat just tried to make like a Mechazor version of Starhorn, and it didn't go very well. So we decided to play No Way It's Jay, who is like a prominent player. He made this like tempo Magmar deck that is aiming to do the same thing, but not with Mechazor. So we're playing that now. It's going pretty well. It's pretty powerful. So I've played it before. I've just been banking it for a while, but now seems like a good time to play it. All right, Snow Chaser. Is this young Silithar gonna survive? No. Poor eggs. Poor little eggs. Get that wall. And it looks like we get our glorious Jack's True Sight play, huh? Go ahead and kill that back into your hands. And now let's summon the Armada, as it were. Go ahead and block off one of those Jaxes. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Absolute board dominance. How do you obtain cards? Slippery, if you haven't played a game like Hearthstone before, basically the way it's structured is you will start with some basic cards, like in Hearthstone. Quite a lot of basic cards in this game. And then yes, just like in Hearthstone, you have to buy packs with money or get gold. However, in this game, you make a lot more money from packs cost the same amount of gold as in Hearthstone, but you make a lot more money for winning games. So in Hearthstone, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but as I recall, you get like 5 gold per a game win, or every 3 game wins, or every 2 game wins, or something. In this game, you get 15 gold for every 2 game wins, and you get quests that are a lot easier to complete. that give you between 25 and 30 gold each time, and you get 2 per day. You can replace one. You get 2 per day though. That's a big difference. And you also get 20 gold for your first win of the day. So a lot of the time I just wake up and play one game and I get like 70 gold. You know, like it's my second win in a row, so I get 15. And then I get 20 for the first win of the day, and then I complete 1 to 2 quests and get, you know, 25 to 50 gold. And then I basically have a pack, like, for playing one game every day. I'm not saying that's every day, that's not true, but this game it is easier to get cards than in Hearthstone. Slippery, the other difference is that in this game, like, the economy for disenchanting cards is different. So if you've played Hearthstone, you know that you can, like, destroy a card. I'm pretty sure this player is just dead. You know that you can destroy a card and get a certain amount of its value as, like, dust, you know, like a universal currency. In this game you can do that as well. However, in Hearthstone, cards give you a fourth of their value when you destroy them. In this game, cards give you about a third of their value when you destroy them. It's not totally symmetrical, but it's about that. In other words, when you get a card that you don't want, it gives you more currency to get on like any card you want than it does in Hearthstone, which means getting like random bad cards, of which there are lots, is not as bad as it is in Hearthstone. In Hearthstone that's pretty bad because they're not worth that much, but in this game they're worth quite a lot. That was sort of a long-winded explanation, but I hope that that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. We're playing against a Vitruvian player, so we have to worry about them taking control of the board. Goody goody, they're playing Ethereal Obelisk, my least favorite card ever. My least favorite card ever, that might be putting it a little strong. I am hesitant. Let's do this. I'm a little bit afraid of him just like snowballing off of that, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play Saber Spine, I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna play Blood Tier Alchemist here. I'm gonna ping this, then I'm gonna buff this, and kill it. And the Saber Spine Tiger plays okay, because at least it will not die to a single attack now that it is buffed. I just hope it doesn't get silenced. Then I would have used a lot of cards just to kill his early gameplay. And not gotten board control, I mean. But I kinda doubt he'll silence this. Oh, looks like it's coming. Oh no, another Ethereal Obelisk. Wait, why? That's just going to die. Why did he do that? Wrecked! Wrecked! Beautiful. We're experiencing some delays in processing your game. You can keep playing, you'll receive credit shortly. Let's just make sure that actually registered. No reason to queue up if we're not getting, Oh-ho. Uh-oh. Alright, let's trust the devs. They said we can keep playing, let's keep playing. What tag are we playing? This. Yeah. Zingkong. Is this the same guy we just played? I feel like that's been happening. So... let's see. If it is the person we just played, we know they're Dervish. Or we know they're a Dervish deck, so let's get rid of this. They're not going to flood out. And let's get rid of this, because it's not very good early. Slippery, if you're still watching, I do recommend you try it if you have played a game like Hearthstone before. It's really refreshing. It's not completely different, so if you do not like card games in general, then you may not like it. But it really does have a lot more consistency and polish, despite its like very odd appearance. It really does have a lot more like design polish, especially for such a short amount of time. Things are very diverse, and the meta especially is incredibly robust. And it doesn't rely so much on like RNG and stuff. It's just like, it's very, very nice. It's hard to describe exactly why, it's just a really nice game. And if you decide to try it, I hope you enjoy it. Sweet, I'm glad you're considering it. as my convert Omnes will tell you, who I got to download it earlier, I am very, very eager to convince as many people as possible to play this game because I really, really like it. And I want it to get really popular because I think that Hearthstone does not challenge the player enough. I think it is too designed to make you feel good when you're playing it. You know, it makes sure that you win some games even if you don't do well because you want the player to feel good. That's a design philosophy that Blizzard has always had, and I'm not saying it's bad. I've played Blizzard games for decades and I like them. They are good. However, they are designing for a mass audience, and I think that that makes the amount of skill that the game takes suffer a little bit. However, this game does no such thing, and I love it. That's not elitist. I just want to win if I'm going to win, and if I don't do well, I don't want to win. I don't want to just draw a good card and win out of nowhere. Anyway, I'm not going to cram it down your throat. I mean, watch for yourself and decide if you want to play it, but... He silenced that. That's interesting. He's going hard on these eggs. I really don't care if these minions survive. He's trying very hard to kill them. That's too bad, but... He made a good play, but like that's not exactly devastating for me. I think that was a little bit too much value to use just to accomplish what he accomplished. Let's kill that. Oni, nice. Slippery, so was I. But a little while ago, when I was in college, I played it on a small team, a fairly casual team, but it was fun. I mean, I had a good time with the game. I don't know. I just want it to be more skillful. That's all. I'm thinking that it's safe to... Yeah, there's way too much RNG in that game. That's exactly what we were saying. If you scroll up, we just had a whole conversation about, like, Hearthstone has way too much RNG. Way too much RNG. Well, awesome, welcome. If you want to see, like, more polished gameplay of this, if you go below this video, check out my YouTube channel. It's got, like, the X pants logo. The normal colored one, not the decolored ones. And you can see some more polished gameplay. Some better decks, some deck guides, some cheap deck guides, if you want to get into the game. It's true that you need a lot of money to do well at Hearthstone, but I also dropped way too much money in it too. I definitely sympathize. I paid way too much money for Hearthstone. This game, I definitely think it would be a challenge to play totally free to play, but that doesn't mean that you can't, and it's definitely a lot more feasible. So, that's all that really matters, I think. Packs. Curses. This is too much right now. Oh, these Twin Fangs are getting me down. I think maybe we need only one of these in the deck. Alright, I'm just gonna clear that, because it's an... Yeah, we are almost out of music. Alright, let me swap. Anybody got a genre request? What kind of music you want to hear? It's got to be electronic because that's the free music provider that I have locked in, but if there's a genre you would like, let's see. Trap or electronic or melodic dubstep, house. We were just listening to dubstep, but there's a drum step playlist. Anyway, if anyone has a request, let me know. I'll decide in like a minute. Oh, that's bad. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. However, I don't think I have a choice but to just eat it. At least I'll get some damage off, but that's gonna hurt. Oh. Ow. Ouch. I feel like maybe I should take this mana. I'm a little afraid. However, if I stay here, then to get the mana or move next to the mana to play a minion on it, then he can't kill this egg. So I'm actually going to stay here. But I'm not going to attack because I need to slow the game down. Let's listen to melodic dubstep. That's what I'm in the mood for. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Curse you, YouTube volume. I cannot adjust it very precisely. Anyway, let me know if the music is too loud, too soft, or whatever. Let's see. You know, everybody watching right now, I have a weird thought. There's something that I've been noticing. So I'm a small stream, right? And if you look at my YouTube channel, it's also very small. I have about 30 subscribers there. I have about 14 or 15 here. And the strangest thing keeps happening. I only seem to get new players. I'm not saying this in a bad way. There are some experienced players that show up, but it seems that there's a really strong trend toward me seeing, like, mostly people who do not play Duelyst yet, but for some reason they find my stream. Like, why? You would think that you would find some larger stream and be attracted to that, but all the new players seem to end up at mine, which is really cool. Like, I think that's really cool. I like it. But I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. This situation is terrible. Okay. I'm gonna thumping wave this just to make sure he didn't get value. This blood tier is getting me down. I need cards. Please give me something better. Jack's True Sight. Thumping wave. Thumping wave number 2. Excellent. This is going terribly. Let's just be cheeky. Let's be cheeky and do that. And start killing these things out of the way, of course. Question. Hey Gravy, are you watching still? You know how battle pets attack in the order that they come into play? Like the order they come into existence? So at the end of this turn, this is going to become a 3/3 battle pet because I cast Thumping Wave on it earlier. So it will become a battle pet after this has been a battle pet. So will this attack this first, or will this attack this first? Because if this is going to attack first, I want to Razor Skin it so that this dies, but if not, I wouldn't. It's being transformed, so maybe not. I don't know. Probably safer to... Okay, that attack first. So I guess because it's transformed, it counts as being in play longer. Such cute little bunnies that don't know how to get to me the fastest way. I'm a little bit concerned here because I am low on health, but there's still a chance we could win. I just need to draw Jack's True Sight or something. I need a finisher. I need a bomb. Science First Wish. Okay, that's a good sign. He's digging too. I find it very boring to play against this particular general, Xerix, just because he's very good. I think it's fun to play. It just, like, so many of his turns are just like, I play lots of minions, and none of them are very exciting, and they attack you for some chip damage. Which, again, like, I'm not saying that it's bad, it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. It's like the most bored I was. Not because I was helpless or anything, like he valued me out, he deserves the win, but I just don't find it interesting to watch. I think the best thing to do here is to make things awkward. No Way It's Jay, the person who designed this deck, said that Rex is in the deck to make things awkward for the opponent. So, let's make things awkward. 1 Rex, 2 Rex. Because they are only 1 mana, but they take 2 hits to kill due to their rebirth, they make it hard for the opponent to do enough damage to clear everything at once. So that is why he, No Way It's Jay, thinks this card is good, and he's totally right. You want to use this card not offensively, but just as a card for 1 mana that they need to kill in 2 hits. You know, when I say it that way, obviously it's powerful. Okay, Silverguard Knight. We've got this Jack's True Sight kind of hanging out, so I think I'm gonna hold it and focus on making that play in like 1 to 2 turns. So we really don't need Blood Tear. Mecanter, okay, that's not great, but it's fine. Let's play even more of these and make it really awkward for him. I'm gonna play it on the mana because I know he's gonna take it and use it for something. Aha, Elucidator, that's what I was hoping this would be, so I could clear that. These Rars are good though because it gives him a good chance for this to just die to my random 1-drops. Boop. Tempest. Ouch. That's a very good counter. And he can kill both the eggs too. Damn, that was very strong. Very, very strong. Hey Gravy, it's the Spicy Grandpa deck. That Argyon deck that I made before. Aha, interesting. Shall I go for the Elucidator play? I will. Ooh. Felt so wrong and yet so right. So, because we know we have Jack's True Sight next turn, we're going to try to keep him here. Hopefully this will be threatening enough that he will have to spend the turn doing something about it instead of just taking it to the face, which would put him at 11 and make him almost die next turn. And then, because he is in the middle of the board, he is perfectly in position to get blown out by Jack's True Sight. Owlby Sage. What? What is that doing in here? Oh man, that's scary. Now I really can't kill that except by just elucidating it. Elucidatoring. Nice. He's very close to dying though. He just hit it with his face, so I'm going to back up, play Jack's True Sight, and we're going to hope that this doesn't somehow kill me way too fast. I have a creeping suspicion that it might, because he might just play like 4 spells and make it gain a ton of health and then play Divine Bond on it. If you haven't seen, I know that several people here are new to the game. Divine Bond gives a minion attack equal to its health. So since this gains health every time he plays a spell... Oh, ouch. Ooh. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, Silverguard, that's fine, I guess. We're actually pretty close to being in killing range. I'm gonna draw a card. It's possible I'm just gonna have to run away this turn, but... Razor Skin, interesting. So I'm thinking, because this is 5 and then 6, so he's at 3. We are pretty close to being able to kill him. I guess this isn't that good. I need minions. Oh, Mecanter, perfect. Okay, that's actually really nice. Let's do... I'm not sure how good that is, actually. Oh man, I'm so indecisive right now, I'm sorry. Alright, let's just do it, let's do it. We should kill this Alibi Sage. I'm really afraid of dying. I'm quite afraid of dying. I'm just gonna back up. I'm probably gonna get punished for that. That was totally wrong. I think I probably should have just used Elucidator to kill this. I'm just thinking that the best way for me to win is to burst him, because he's gonna get board control. I really can't take it back, so I don't know. No, I'm screwed. I'm dead. That's okay. That was my misplay. I didn't trust the deck enough. Yeah, see, now he's running away because he knows there's no way I'm gonna be able to get to him. And he's completely right. Saber Spine. RIP! Ouch. Okay. Our climb has been stopped. Curses. I think that means it's time to switch gears. Kasaba. Perfect. Hey, Omnes, if you're still watching, here's, this is what, Songhai, the thing that's like Rogue, looks like. And also Slippery, since you played Hearthstone before. This is like this game's version of Rogue. It's still nauseatingly annoying. I'm not gonna mince words, but yeah. Anyone still watching, thanks very much for being here. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Again, let me know if there's anything I can show you, anything in particular you'd like to see. I would be happy to accommodate. And I hope you're having a good time. I hope everything is entertaining. Let me know if the music is too loud, if you want to see a certain deck, etc. Probably stream for another hour or so, until like 9. Or 10. Wow, it is 9. Twin Strike, interesting. Wow. That Crescent Spear. That was really strong. That was real strong. However, at least I have this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So much power. We must bring down the dreaded Songhai, the scourge of the meta. Ugh. I spit on Songhai. I will not tolerate this indignance. No, you think that you can just kill my minions? Foolish. Absolute foolishness. No, I will not stand for this arrogance. No! Beautiful. Alright, check this out. Let's heal up. Drop this, which heals me every time they take damage, and then let's make them take damage a bunch of times. Buff that so it explodes for 3 damage once I kill it, and then kill it. Boom. I really need to get these weapons off. Shall I keep this? No. There we go, that's better. Spelljammer. Curses. However, once again, I will not allow this injustice. I will instead press the attack. Let's see. I guess I would rather have a body attacking than... I guess this is better because it breaks off the Blood Rage Mask now. Yeah. I'm gonna overheal for a bunch. 2 right of the Undervault, that's a little excessive. This is fairly big right now though. Up to 7. Not bad. For anybody just tuning in, welcome to the stream. I hope that you enjoy yourself. Currently, I'm playing a Tactical Kasaba deck. I call it Tactical Kasaba. It is a deck of my own design. It is modified from other people's models that are not totally different, but are at least a bit different. And if you would like to see a deck tech of that deck, it's here. There you go. So yeah, if you want to check it out, go ahead, copy it, steal it, take it for your own, with my blessing. However, for now, I'm going to friggin' destroy my arrogant opponent by playing a bunch of heinously massive bombs, such as these. Actually, I'm a little bit scared of taking too much damage. Whatever, I'm still gonna play this. I can't be too afraid. I have 20 health, I'll be fine. Anyway, yeah, so if you want to see that deck, if you want a list of this deck, which is really, really cool, I'm more proud of this deck than most of the other decks here, check out that video I just linked in chat, or go below this video and check out my YouTube channel. It is the normal colored Zandypants logo, rather than the like weird colored ones. Oh ho, that's a good sign. She's digging for something. And wasting a lot of cards, wow. Way more card draw than they actually need. This is a good sign. We should be okay. Songhai is the boogeyman of this meta, for anyone who does not know this meta that well. And I am determined to take them down. This deck is quite good at killing Songhai decks, so I'm pretty confident in my ability to destroy it. Fantastic. Oh, he grows ever larger. I think we're gonna go ahead and... I want to make sure I get as much card draw as possible, so I'm gonna play out this first, heal, and then we're gonna draw 5. My favorite animation in the game. It's beautiful. Look at that full grip. Don't really need... yeah, I don't really need this. Obliterate, that's very nice. I'm gonna leave this in the corner because I know I'm not gonna want to attack with it. And then let's see. I guess we can make a slow play here, so I'll play this guy. He can start making shadow creep and make this guy bigger. Yeah, this is going great. Super, super bad position for this Songhai player. Beautiful. Oh, my source of healing died. I mean, they had to kill that. That card makes you almost immortal against Songhai. So, let's see. We have a lot of damage on board. What is the most efficient way to horribly kill this player and give them mind-bending nightmares for the rest of their life? Possibly. But for now I'm going to feed this to my Abyssal Juggernaut. Make even more shadow creep, of course. Boom. And then I'm going to box the Songhai player in, of course. I should probably ping off that spear. Let's go ahead and play everything out. Ping off that spear. Real nice. I can hold this back. Yeah, I'll hold one back. Might as well keep that. Probably don't need this. Grasp, okay. That's even worse, actually. That's fine, though. They're in a pretty big bind. I mean, being stuck in a corner like that, they're not going anywhere. Mana Forger, okay. If they have a lot of spells, that could lead somewhere. Onyx Bear Seal on something I've already gotten a preposterous amount of value out of. That feels good. Another Heaven's Eclipse. Wow, this player doesn't have anything. Damn. I almost feel bad. Almost. They're playing the cheesiest deck in this entire game right now, so it's hard to feel too bad. Let's see. So, do we have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We do have lethal. That's it. Boom. Beautiful. Gotta love that, like, nuclear explosion animation when you play that one card. Absolutely beautiful. And we're back on the saddle. Let's keep soaring forward into S. My goal is to get to at least rank 3 by the end of the stream. And then by next week, I'll be S rank, and we will do some S rank trolling. Let's see, against Saj, we probably want big minions early. She's gonna have trouble, even with her ability to deal double damage, she's gonna have trouble killing this if we can make it big enough. So I'm gonna focus on Shadow Creep generation early. So, Sphere of Darkness, get rid of that mana. Omnes, if you're still here, by the way, you can destroy mana tiles by turning them into Shadow Creep. So if you're playing Abyssian, and you have cards that make things into Shadow Creep, you can destroy mana tiles with it, which is pretty cool. Boop. Undefeated in practice matches. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Can't stop, won't stop, man. You go for it. What's your favorite faction so far after playing practice matches? Songhai is super strong. It's kind of hard to play, but it's so powerful that I don't know. It's not hard to play because it's so powerful. But yeah, Lionar is really good. Omnes, one reason that Lionar is really strong is because they have a card called Sunbloom. It's a 2-mana spell, Lionar spell, and it dispels a 2x2 area of the battlefield from anywhere. The first reason it's good is because that lets you dispel without being near the thing you want to dispel. And the second thing is, if people cluster their important cards in a corner, like you see how I've put these 2 Abyssal Crawlers like way off to the side so that they're out of the way, out of danger? Well, if they're clustered like that, which people do all the time, you can Sunbloom them and silence both of them with 1 card. Very few cards in the game can do that. Although, Omnes, full disclosure, I, personally, have a foolish quirk. I refuse to play Songhai. I will not play it. I just don't play it. Whenever I get good Songhai cards, I immediately get rid of them. I just don't play it. I don't find it fun. I think it's overpowered. I think the whole faction is doomed to getting reworked at some point. So, I just don't play it. Haven't played it the whole time I've played this, I just get rid of it. Oh, I messed up really bad. Why did I put this in line with... Oh, that was so dumb. Oh, look at that damage. Oh. Oh, savage. What? Whoa! Oh, man, that's brutal. What? Wow. That was an absolutely savage damage combo. Oh man, I gotta remember that replay. That was sick. What's that player's name? Let's go back. Oh, that was gross. Mop. Okay, if I play against a... Oh man, if I play against a Saj deck named Mop, I should watch out. I'm gonna go back to the aggro deck, because I don't think... We're not seeing much Songhai, and that's what it's bad against, so... I'm also kind of bad at this deck, so I might as well get better at it while I'm low on ladder. You know, comparatively low. Diamond isn't low, but it's low for me. I'm always at S. I'm always at S, says the person it's halfway through the month and I'm not at S. You know what I mean, come on. Blood Rage Mask looks like it might be too much, like a Knife Juggler. But it only damages the opponent. It can't hit minions on the board. That would be way too strong. But it only damages the opponent. Not to worry. Well, mostly not to worry. The other thing, Omnes, is that, you know, unlike weapons in Hearthstone, when you have an artifact equipped and you take your general takes damage, it gets broken off. You know, they only have 3 like charges or whatever, durability. Whenever you take damage, it gets broken. So, you know, if your opponent puts on a Blood Rage Mask and then you just like ping them a bunch of times for 1 damage, like it breaks off and it doesn't do anything. So. And again, like, the biggest thing is that it's not random, you know? Like, it'll only hit your opponent's face. It's not like it hits minions in play, so... It's a good card, like, by all means. It's a heavily played card. It's really strong. Yes, it is. It's not that it is not strong for the fact that you can stay at range and then it won't break off. It's just that then there's counterplay too, you know? If you stay in their face, then you almost always can break it off fairly easily. Anyway, I won't say that it's not a controversial card. It is really strong, but go figure. I did warn you before that Songhai, there's a whole lot of power in there. But again, like, if you play lots of pings, like this Blood Tier Alchemist card, all you have to do is play this and then the thing is 1/3 gone, and you don't even have to, you know... Yeah, they absolutely needed appendix of the skill texts. That's a very good complaint. Reactivate means, like, it can act again. So, like, when a thing, like, activates for a turn, that means it moves if it wants to, and then attacks if it wants to. So if you reactivate something, it can move again if it wants, or attack again if it wants. It's kind of like giving something celerity, if that makes sense. I'm gonna make a silly play here. I'm not sure if it's good, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm totally doing it. Alright. Now he is in a conundrum. If he tries to clear these eggs and the Rex, then I will get extremely powerful, but if he attacks with his minions and stuff, he will take lots of damage. And, unbeknownst to him, I have another Twin Fang. Excellent. Got him by the throat now. He's just gonna body block me, interesting. That's a decent compromise. Flying ignores everything. When you have a minion with flying, you can just move it anywhere on the board as long as the space is open. So in other words, its move is not 2 spaces, it can just move as far as it wants. I'm hoping I can get a card to kill this. No, no dice. I really don't want to lose this 10 attack, but it looks like I'm going to lose this 10 attack. Let's try to hold off. I doubt this is going to come to fruition, but I might as well try. I wanted a 1-mana battle pet. Whatever, it's no big deal. I still have plenty of value, so no problem really. Alright, let's see. So, we have way more health than he does. We're a bit behind in cards, but that doesn't matter because we're playing Starhorn. And I have my endgame combo. I can play Jack's True Sight and then buff them with Razor Skin. So I think we are in a good place. I think we are in good shape. Don't play something here. Don't play something here. Come on, you don't want to play something there. You want to play something there, that's right. Come on. Yeah, play something there. Yeah, okay, good. Now don't play something here. Okay, good. That's fine. That's all fine. I think this is the guy we played against before who played this weird LB Sage deck. Stun an enemy minion or general, curses. I think we're still going for the Jack's True Sight play though. It's really my only way out of this situation. Yep. Looks like we are. Let's bog him up a little bit though by playing this here. Now whichever of these minions moves here to kill this will block his other minion from moving here. Oh no, if he moves that. Go figure. Anyway, whatever. Still the best place to play it. 3 of them will survive and then I can do 6 damage next turn. And I still have this weapon, although he's probably going to kill it off this turn. Not bad. Albie Sage... why? Divine Bonds? Beam Shock, again. Interesting. I'm not understanding that. Divine Bonds! Ah! Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, I'm dead. Wow. That's really scary. That's very scary. Alright, we got another half hour. I'm gonna keep rolling with this deck. We're stuck at like 5. Oh man, we can do this. Omnis, I'm glad that you've gotten into this game so quickly. You should friend me. If you haven't already friended me in game, totally do it. Let me... what's your in-game name? Or maybe you already did friend me. Nice. This name is too complicated. It's cool, but yeah, I mean, I won't lie, yeah, it is. However, Omnis, as a writer myself, a creative writer, I kind of like that name, I don't know. I respect that name. Celerity procs only if the minion lives. What you mean is like, it can only take its second action if it doesn't die from its first action? Yes, that's true. That would be crazy if it could like do its other action even if it died. Oh, that would be cool. There should be a new mechanic that's like that. All conquering in Greek. I got distracted by the possibility of it being Latin. Foolish of me. Twin Fang. Maybe I want Twin Fang here, actually. Well, this actually ended up being a pretty good play, wow. Dex with Persevere, oh, that's really good. I'm a little bit afraid that this is just gonna die, so I'm gonna go for the face damage. Oh, this buffed Dex is so strong.
And now it's just like, man, you gotta have that time where you just like disconnect from the scene, just the race. Like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know? But you have to step away from it.
Oh, this has been a long stream. Yeah, so I guess I'll go till 10, and then adios. Omnes and anyone else that's still here, thanks for watching. If you haven't checked out the YouTube channel already, go check it out. It's below this video in the description. Below this video in the description, I was thinking about YouTube. It's below this stream. It's the normal Zandypants looking logo. I want to tell you all like a weird story. So if you check out my YouTube channel, you might notice that there's a Warframe video. Warframe is a free-to-play shooter on Steam, and it has like 1,500 or more views, even though I'm like an absolutely tiny YouTube channel. And it's because a patch came out for Warframe, and it was delayed so many times on patch day that all the like professional, you know, not professional players, but like big players, you know, basically just gave up on it coming out that day and said, you know, we're going to sleep. I stayed awake and waited for it to come out because I'm crazy. And because I did that, I was able to get a video out about the new features that came after you finish that new patch, like first. And the video footage got like corrupted, so the quality is absolutely terrible. If you should watch the video, it's legitimately funny how bad the quality is. But because it provided information that was just not out there, the video is literally almost unwatchable, but it has like 1,500 or more views, and I have basically no subscribers, you know, like 30-ish, a few more, probably a few more by now. It's so weird. Like the way that YouTube videos work is so focused on like snowballing. Like if a video gets views, it will get more views, and if it doesn't get views, it will not get more views. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing. YouTube is a super cool platform. It's very valuable. I'm very happy that it exists, obviously. But it creates a lot of really bizarre situations sometimes where you just like sort of can't make videos be popular. You can only hope that they take off for like some obscure reason. Anyway, I thought it was a pretty strange, baffling phenomenon. You know, me and my friend who knows a lot about tech and video specs and stuff was like, dude, that video got torn so bad. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty crappy, like, I'll just put it up anyway. And we've just been watching in horror over the past 24 hours as it's getting more and more popular for like some reason. Should I focus on practice or jump right into ladder? Dude, just go for it. Do you want to play? You want to play against me? I'll build like a small deck and we can just play practice matches if you want. What deck did you decide to build? Like what faction, what kind of strategy? Omnis, overall, I would say with the level of like understanding that you've demonstrated just by us talking, you'll be fine on ladder up until like 20 or 15, like no problem. You should be just fine. Just been using the pre-mades. Let's make a deck together. Right after this match, I will spend the rest of the stream making a deck with you, and we will figure it out together. But short answer to your actual question, I would say you should just go to ladder. But you should definitely make a deck and not use one of the pre-made decks. It's not that they're so horrible, it's just it's not hard to make a better one, that's all. This Shadow Creep is getting really out of control. I'm probably gonna lose this game, but still. I will try. Jack's True Sight actually does give me a chance, so. Anyway, yeah, so Omnis, after this match, I will, we'll build a deck together, we can figure it out, and then I'll play the same deck as you, and we'll play against each other if you like, a couple of times, and then I say you jump right into ladder. 30 to 20 is pretty much all people that are just new to the game, so it's not hard, you'll be fine. From just talking to you, I know you're going to be able to do fine. What faction do you want to play? What faction shall we make? Or I can recommend one if you want. You're leaning towards Vitruvian. Cool. That we can do. Do you have any packs besides the... Well, let me say it this way. Spend all of your gold on packs right now. You need the initial cards really badly. Just getting some commons will make a very big difference. Oh, this is so scary. This player has so much stuff. Vitruvian it is. I think I will briefly, once I finish this game, I'm gonna like toggle the stream on and off so that it saves the past 2.5 hours as like one video, and then I'll just turn the stream back on, and we'll save like the half hour or so of us building the deck and playing against each other as like a new player highlight video. So that other people have a good way to start out. Oh man, they had exact damage, that's nice. Alright, here we go. So, I will see you in just a sec. I'm going to restart the stream. I will be right back. The stream is not over, and I'll see you all in a sec.